Guten Tag, everyone. I'm here in Cologne the morning after, the night before. Heading to the Christmas markets. Well, there yesterday, I'll put them on the screen. I need to go get a t-shirt, to be honest. I'm absolutely boiling in this jumper. It might be winter in Cologne, but it is still quite warm, to be honest. I've got a big jacket as well. I'm going to shop now, get a black t-shirt, even though I've got the Christmas jumper on the Christmas markets. Too hot for it. So we'll come back to the video in a minute. I just had to show off the Christmas jumper. I've been walking around Germany with it all day. But when the time's come to do the video, I need to change. Before then, there you go. You just see it. Lovely stuff. There we go. Quick outfit change. Tune jumper off. For now, anyways. Got at the bag. A few hours time, might wear it again if it gets a bit chillier. Didn't expect it to be this warm, even though people are probably looking at me thinking, he's mental walking around in just a t-shirt. It's warm this compared to the tune. It is in my opinion anyways. Might be sweating out the old stains from last night. But we're here. Discussed the aftermath of that game last night. And also some interesting quotes from Eddie Howe regarding team news ahead of the derby this weekend. And yes, it is derby day this weekend. It just seems weird to me that, like, because of how quick that's came on. I tell you what, said it's a British shop on the street. Let's get the old Cologne Cathedral there in the background. Got some Christmas stores down there actually. Well mate, that's too far to walk, can't be bothered. We'll go down this way to the Christmas stands. But yeah, it's just mad that the derby's this soon. I'm not a big fan of that. I think, you know, we want like the big build up of the game. You want to be leading up to such a important fixture. But with this Champions League, that's what happens when you're a big club tournament, you know, play more than once a week. There's just not much time to soak it all in and digest it, and it is only a couple of days until we'll travel to the stadium machine night. So we're going to talk about what happened last night, really, in terms of the substitutions, because it got people railed up, got me a little bit railed up in the match reaction last night. Make sure you check out the vlog and stuff from yesterday. We had a class day out here in Cologne, travelling from Holland with all the Toon fans, and we're still going to be here for another night, spend the night here again and come back tomorrow. And I'm mad busy, got London on Saturday, derby on Sunday, so it's all kicking off. But it's all about Wissa and why he wasn't kicking off last night, really, in terms of actually being able to kick a ball for longer than a couple of minutes. You know, we're all getting excited. We all waited ages to see him play for the Toon. Made his debut last week against Burnley when it was all comfortable, pretty much, till the last minute. You know, but it was nice and easy for him. Great introduction, that. Give him 15-20. And last night you're thinking, surely, right, tonight gets off now, and then against Sunderland, he can manage more. So I was thinking last night, we were talking about it in the stadium, like, why on earth did Wissa not come on earlier there? Why did he not come on earlier? You know, anyone, to be fair, even Ramsey into the midfielder, somebody should be coming on. But they weren't. They didn't. It just came out that Wissa has had a knockback. It sounded worse when you first read into it more and you see the titles and stuff, knockback. It is a knockback because obviously you want him to be building these minutes up game by game, especially before the big game on Sunday. And he isn't able to do that because last night he only played, what, 90 seconds, was it? A couple of minutes? So, look at this, by the way. Christmas markets there. That's what I wanted to walk around with my tune jumper on. I will do. I'll get it back out there. I'm just sweating the drink out, I think. Bit of state that hair as well, behind me. This is where we were yesterday, I think. Around here for the bars and stuff, but it's a quality Christmas market, that one. But we'll go somewhere a little bit quiet to talk about this, which is very hot because it's absolutely rammed everywhere. Probably because of the market. Nah, we'll keep going. We'll take you out. No, I don't want to go too far. Don't want to go too far. We'll come over here. So with Wissa, he hasn't been able to build his minutes up, hasn't been able to build his fitness up. That's obviously a big shame. We want that option. We know how much of Altamar has been having to carry us in a way, and, you know, early in the season getting those all-important goals. But lately, and last night, I thought he looked off it. He did look tired. He looked a yard off it. He looked tired. He looked like he needed a rest. You know, I was expecting big things from Baltimore last night. He knows the Bundesliga well. He's played against Leverkusen before, obviously, at the Bay Arena, which is a fantastic stadium, by the way. Again, you can see that in the vlog in all its glory and all the drumming. But yeah, Baltimore needs help, and Wissa's another option there. Would provide good competition for him, as we know. That's why we spent £50 million on him. But he's had a knockback in terms of illness. Eddie Howe said he didn't play much last night because of an illness. So hopefully he gets over that illness really quick. Get him some bloody medicine down him right now. Get him on the Lemsips. Get him on the cold and flu max strengths. And get him ready for the Sunderland game, man. So he couldn't play last night, or more than the 2 minutes that he did play, because of illness. Eddie Howe said he is going to try and get him to train today on Thursday. He does want him to train, does want him to be involved there with the team, so there's a chance he could make that. He was even asked, well, could he start on Sunday? Then he says, well, he might start, we'll have to see how he is in training. He's not going to start. I don't think he'd start even if he was fully fit, which he isn't. So I don't think he'll have any chance of being in the starting lineup. But then it's Eddie Howe, he could be saying something completely different and the opposite will happen. We've seen that before in the past in many press conferences that he's done. But that's a blow, Wissa knockback, but hopefully he's still good enough to be in the squad for the derby. Nick Pope. Now, I didn't think I'd be seeing this a few weeks ago, and I never said that Ramsey was the answer. I was just desperate to see somebody else, because Nick Pope was infuriating us. But I have to say, part of me is now hoping that Nick Pope is back for Sunday. Because I think we've evidently seen now that Aaron Ramsdale is not the answer. He really isn't the answer. Unfortunately, he just doesn't dive. Just stands on his lane. You know, yes, his ball distribution's better, but some of the goals he's conceding are just sloppy for me. I just don't think he reacts quick enough, sharp enough. He looks a bit small in goal as well, I have to say. You know, he looks a bit lost in there. I don't know what it is. I'm sure I like Ramsey at Arsenal, but someone just made the point before there when we were talking about this in the cafe. Is like, well, yeah, but at Arsenal, he obviously wasn't good enough, because if he was, he'd still be there. And there was a point of that. You know what I mean? There was a point of that. So Ramsey, I like him, but I just don't think he's much of a needle mover. I don't think he's going to make much of a difference, if any, of an improvement on Nick Pope, because even though Pope's mental and he does make erratic decisions, I think he saves one of those goals last night from Leverkusen. I think he definitely saves the one against Spurs, Romero's worst overhead kick shin ever. So I just think Pope will be the better shout, to be honest with you. So hopefully he is back for Sunday's derby. I don't think I'd be saying that, but I think in January we have to go for Trafford. We have to move for Trafford in January. And as I mentioned last night, we have to starting Louis Miley, because the lad deserves his chance. Get a Geordie in there for the derby. Eddie Howe's been speaking about the derby. Last night he was saying he knows how much it means to everyone. Obviously he won one a couple of years ago in the Cup, but this is the first one in the league for like 9 years. So he does know the importance of it. He gets it to the city and he wants to make everyone proud. And Miley will get it, Dan Burn will get it. You need these lads in and around the dressing room. I just think with Joe Linton out of form for a while now, Miley deserves his chance. He took his chance last night when he came off the bench. I just think with Joe Linton as well, there's a chance he might even miss the game anyways, due to coming off last night with an injury. So there's some team news here from Cologne ahead of the game in Sunderland on Sunday. So let us know your thoughts. We'll be doing more build up to the derby when we get a chance, maybe tomorrow before we head home. And there's all sorts of other stuff planned. So let us know how you're feeling, everyone, after the game last night. Had time to reflect on it. Yes, it is a good point, but I think Leverkusen were there for the taking and we should have beat them. So there's still a bit of disappointment in the air for me on that one, but it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Of course, could have Leverkusen are a good side, but I just think last night we had the better chances. We were unlucky as well, hitting the post a couple of times, but I never mind. Got to move forward. Got to look towards Sunday, which is obviously a huge game. Can't wait for it, but in some sense it's going to be, as always, as a derby is, a nervy one. More on that as the days go by. I've got lost. I think I can go this way. Should I go this way? Probably not, but we'll do it anyway. So thanks for watching, everyone. Drop your comments below what you think of the derby day, your plans so far, your comments, your score predictions, and we'll leave mine for a little bit later in the week. But I hope you're enjoying your Thursday. Safe travels back to the Toon fans. We're heading back today. Hopefully there'll still be a few knocking about the day so we can enjoy a couple of pints once again. Alright, cheers everyone. See you in the next one.